Hey guys, Rick and Duke, welcome to another episode of HOGG Words of Wisdom. Coming to you live from one hacker way. That's right, old Zuck's address, where Meta just kind of lifted up their skirt on some stuff. And we'll get to that here in a minute. As far as to getting this stuff, don't forget, patrons, stand by. You guys have bonus content after the show. But this episode of HOGG Words of Wisdom brought to you by the Firearms Training Notebook. Got to have a plan for that firearms training, whether it's your live fire or dry fire. The firearms training notebook gives you that ability, to capture your data from those training sessions. You go, hey, man, am I truly making myself 1% better? So, instrumental tool in your firearms training program. You guys should have a copy in your range bag all the time. I've got one dedicated for a fitness and firearms. So, numerous different applications for the firearms training notebook. All of you that have purchased one, guys, appreciate your support. Don't forget, swing by Amazon, leave us a review. We'll get into all this big tech stuff here in a little bit. But this episode of HOGG Words of Wisdom supported by, that's right, War Dog Whiskey, Heritage Distilling. Salute to America came out with the War Dog Whiskey. If you're not familiar with it, just swing by warhog.com. You can find it there. That's Duke's paw print actually on there. So big support for those guys for all their support, helping our war dogs and helping the mission with the In Honor of Duke project. So we're going to jump right in this thing, man. Let's talk about some big tech election interference. Oh, yeah. It's out there, right? No hiding it, no getting around it. Zuck actually put out a letter, sent it up to Congress, and he's like, hey, we were manipulated. No, you weren't manipulated. You opted to, right? Here's the bottom line. Let me lay a couple things out. So first and foremost, Zuck basically runs an advertising agency, right? Him, Google, pick all your stuff. That they're suckering you for ads, right? Think about it. Oh, reach more people, pay us more money, piss on you, right? It's all manipulated. But when we're looking at this election interference, it boils down to Zuck could have told the feds, no, man. Hey, when it came to old Hunter's laptop, which they were saying was a lie, and it's like, oh no, it's the truth now. All the lies we got told about the China virus, right? It was all pumped from the Biden administration. So of course they opt to go to these different platforms. Obviously, Twitter, now let's call it X, right? We'll give it its real name. But Twitter at the time, they were manipulated. Obviously, Meta being manipulated. But they didn't have to. They're a private company. But here's the thing. When you start acting on behalf of the United States government, you become a state actor, which means you fall under constitutional law. So let's think about it. Let's use me, for example, right? I had my primary Instagram page, Warhog Tactical, debunked, zucked, deactivated, whatever word you want to use. So in essence, my ability for my free speech was removed. Now I got it. Some of you out there are going to go, well, that's his business. Whoa. He basically surrendered that when he started taking orders and direction from the administration. Now he's acting on behalf of the United States government to go, no, don't put out that information about Hunter's laptop, right? Meddling, interfering with an election. Oh, no. Don't let the people know that this vaccine doesn't work. The masks don't work. State of North Carolina, the masks were illegal. There, Governor Cooper, you don't supersede legislation. But all these things, right? We went to bizarro world. Well, I'm sorry. Private company decides he's going to start working for USG or United States government, right? Dude, you're responsible. So I think personally, there's one heck of a lawsuit to be had against Meta. Anyone, because let's think about it, right? He changed his name. Why did he change his name? Because he perjured himself when he was up in Congress, right? Shortly thereafter, went from being Facebook to Meta. Interesting. But All these companies interfered knowingly with the election. My question is, how are they above the law? Why are these guys not arrested? Why are these companies not shut down? Why are people not doing prison time? Hmm. Will, I won't say will, let's just say the crooked court system will convict President Trump on who knows what charges. I still don't know. He's got 30 some odd felonies. I don't even know what they are. I don't think anyone knows what they are. But quote unquote, he's a convicted felon. You got Zuckerberg admitting that he tampered with the election. He tampered with your personal health, right? So you're going to get all these people, they're going to sit there and hot topic issue, abortion, right? My body, my right, yada, yada. Well, you didn't let me make a decision. You instilled fear in me, right? So all these sides, their arguments don't make any sense, and don't fall for them, because the Dems do nothing but lies. Now, I'm not saying the Republicans are out there all a bunch of angels, right? But my point being, at the end of the day, who's the best person? And personally, I'd like to see the whole political system dumped in the trash, because they're all crooked. It's all rigged. It's all rubbish. Shockingly, you can go into a job that you make, I think, your average, on the average, I think the salary for um, a representative or a senator is like $175,000 per year. Yet these cats are walking out multimillionaires. Scratch your head on that one. But let's stay focused on the big tech. Now I got it. People are gonna say, well, Rick, you violated Zuckerberg's terms of service. Did I? So he shut my ability to speak down, right? Like at what point are we gonna go freedom of speech? And you had old Don Lemon on there arguing with Elon. Well, if someone's saying something, it can't be up there. It's got to get removed. Says who? Right? And Elon was straight up going, is it illegal? Nope. Well, there you have it. When it becomes illegal, we'll do something. But shockingly, the tides are turned with big tech. Well, they'll do the illegal actions and it's okay. And I tell you this, guys, I wish we had more traction on X. I really do. I'd love to use that platform. I'd like to focus on that being the primary. But unfortunately, a lot of people go, hey, man, we're not like the guys that are on LinkedIn. They go, oh, man, we see what you're doing. Yeah, because I can post and get growth and go from there. Everyone else is like, I'm not seeing nothing on Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, because it's a sinking ship. So ever since we got the Warhog Tactical page debunked, we've yet to be able to crest 3,900, right? Let me say that again, 3,900 followers. Now, again, going into this whole interference thing. All right, so I'd be curious because again, the algorithm is all AI driven, right? It's all just when you really step back at all this stuff, it's crazy because there's no checks and balances, there's no human looking at it. It's just the AI behind the scenes running wild. All right, so this guy got his page shut down because of violations. You think they're going to let me grow anything? I don't think so. But they'll take guidance from old Beijing Biden, whose pockets are lined with foreign cash, and tell you, oh no, that laptop, no. That was fake Russian plant. That wasn't real. Oh yeah. The proof's in the pudding. And oh, by the way, when old Hunter went to trial, yeah, now the FBI is going, yep, it's real. So where's these 50 some odd crony intelligence officers that verified? You're all a bunch of liars, man. So I just tell you guys out there, kind of your Warhog words of wisdom is, yeah, we know We know there's big tech interference. We know there's manipulation, whether it's Meta or Google or all the rest of the rubbish. I mean, it's anything electronic. Personally, this day and age, I can't stand it because I know it's all manipulated. But you got to take everything literally with a grain of salt. So, for example, with the old China virus, stay 6 feet away. All right. So somebody must know something that's got a short life because it can only last 6 feet, then it's dead, right? Wear a mask. All right. That mask ain't doing nothing. It's just basic nuclear, chemical, biological warfare that the army taught, right? If you want to protect yourself, put a pro mask on, not some piece of cloth. But again, all these things didn't make sense. But their propaganda fear machine, helped by big tech, ran all that panic in there. Oh, it's the unvaxxed that's going to cause problems, right? How are they getting their message out? Big tech. What are they doing now at the election? Big tech. And Zuck himself should be behind bars for the letter he wrote admitting that he was manipulated. And I'm not even going to call it social media, right? I'm going to call it advertising agency because that's what it is. You want to get better reach, pay him $15 a month, get your blue check mark. Again, he stole that from Elon because Elon started that thing up. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll do the same thing. Want to get more reach, pay us more money. Oh, so you're telling me right there to extend my reach that you're not, and it's all a racket. So you can see all these entities, they're all crooked. They're all in bed with whoever's giving them money. And right now the Dems are throwing them cash. Zach's trying to back out because I think he sees the ship sinking, which I hope it does. Right? I'd like to see Meta go in the trash can. Start over. Because his platform is absolutely ridiculous. His AI that he's typing in there to be on the lookout. War dogs, veterans, law enforcement. Those are quote unquote regulatory goods, according to his AI. How do I know? Because I see all my violations all the time. And I post them every once in a while, right? But to me, it's just a waste of time. The return on investment isn't there for me. You want to see what we're doing? Hey, man, go to the website. Or we're on LinkedIn. Well, that's more of a business professional page. It's working for us. So I just say give that thought. So in closing, guys, patron standby, we got added content for you guys. In closing, guys, we know there's big tech interference. We know lies are being told. Just make sure you're double checking your sources, where you're getting your information. Make sure it's good. Because at the end of the day, I don't trust one of them. It's just the truth. They've proven that. They've shown that. And by Zuck's own admission, he wrote the letter. He's trying to dodge him some prison time. I think he'd look good in prison. Personally, don't send him to the Club Med either. Make him the new, close to San Francisco. Make him the new resident of Alcatraz. He'll have a great time out there. Anyway, guys, in closing, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. Train hard, stay safe, and we'll see you on the range. Patron standby. Rick and Duco out.